What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I gotta say thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm gonna be bringing y'all another special build in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now, this build today, it's going to be called the Inside the Arc Maestro build. Now, this is a very unique point guard today, and this is actually going to be a very all-around wreck build. Now, not only can this build pretty much be able to guard any position in any situation, but the badges that we get and are unlocked are really overpowered and built to the max potential when it comes to the breakdown today. So look, I just want to say thank you for those of y'all who are tuning in for the very first time. And if you have not done so already, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from. And I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So with these builds this year, I want to be sure that every single one that I bring to y'all is going to be different from the one previously. And I definitely go back and forth with making sure that every attribute, every badge, as far as animations, are to the highest potential as well as being able to get equipped. So as you can see from the gameplay, this build, I'm telling y'all, definitely fast as far as when it comes to dribbling, and the defense and the post scoring is what really is going to make this build unique today. So let's get started by creating this build. The first thing that everybody needs to make sure that we are doing is putting this one under the point guard position. Now, if you want to go with any other one, go ahead and do so. But I'm telling y'all, this is going to be the best way to go about today's build. As for my height, I'm going to go with 6'8". Moving on to the weight, put this to 210 with a 7'4" wingspan. Now from here, we're all set to move forward. So the first area that I want to get into is going to be the physicals. So as for the stamina, put this up to a 93. And this is really important to be able to maintain certain badges moving forward. As for the vertical, I'm going to go with the 63. And moving on to that strength, make sure you raise this to an 82. Now for the acceleration, this is really optional. I didn't want to create a slow build, so go ahead and put this up to a 75. Moving on to the speed, I'm going to go with an 81. And if you want to go the one extra tick to max it out, that's another option that I can see. And as far as this build for the physicals, keep in mind the +4 that you do get from that gym rat badge and the Gatorade workouts. Not only that, but these attributes when it comes to the main 4 is definitely going to play a huge role moving forward. So as for this defensive end, I'm going to go ahead and put my interior up to a 61. Now as for that perimeter, put this to a 76. Now for the steal, I decided to move this up to an 85. And as for the block, I'm going to put this to a 79. Now these numbers, I'm telling y'all, are important for badge purposes. So as you can see already for the defensive end, we get box out beast, rebound chaser, pogo stick. As for the other badges, I'm really happy with glove, interceptor, and right stick ripper, all on the silver tier. Now for the perimeter defense, we actually did unlock a good amount of badges. And as for that interior, I'm really happy with anchor. Now for the speed with ball, this is going to be a key area for this build, so today go ahead and put this up to a 75. Moving on to the ball handle, I'm going to go with an 81. And as for the pass accuracy, I think this is important to take this build into the rec and pro-am. So I'm going to go with an 87. And now as you can see right there, we're able to get badges like gold break starter, special delivery. We also get a few good silver ones. As for the dribbling, I like unpluckable and ankle breaker. Handles for days is definitely important, but my favorite one today is definitely going to be gold physical handles. Now look, we also do get silver speed booster, killer combos, triple strike, everything that you need, and able to ISO but also be a threat. Now moving to the shooting side of things, I'm going to go with the mid-range shot of an 86. Now if you want to, these numbers are interchangeable. As for that 3-point shot, I'm going to go with the 76. And now as for this build as a whole, I think we're off to a pretty good start, especially for that offensive end. Now for the free throw, I'm going to go with an 82. And right there, we're able to get free points on silver. As for the rest of the shooting badges, I like blinders, catch and shoot, Deadeye, and Agent 3. But then from there, we also get Space Creator with Spot Finder. My two favorite badges are going to be Open Looks and Guard Up. And as for the rest, we also do get Hall of Fame Comeback Kid with Silver Whistle. So moving on to the finishing, this is where this build gets really unique. I'm going to go ahead and put my close shot up to an 84. As for the driving layup, I'm going to go with the 64. 41 for my driving dunk, 81 as for the standing. And to wrap everything up on this build, this post control is going to go all the way up to a 92. Now if you made this build correctly, we should max out at a 99. And as y'all can see, look, we get gold unpluckable, silver back down Punisher, Dream Shake on Hall of Fame, post fade Phenom, post spin technician, post playmaker, hook specialist, and drop stepper on gold. This is definitely one of the best post scoring builds that you can make at the height of 6'8" out of a point guard position. Now as for the other badges, I like Silver Precision Dunker. We also get Aerial Wizard, Fast Twitch, and Rise Up. And for that inside game on the close shot, Fearless Finisher is definitely one of my favorite badges as of recent. But I think this build as a whole, it has everything that you need from the finishing to the defensive end. The physicals, you can go ahead and change these to your own liking. But let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that we made the build correctly. And if you made this build exactly how I brought it to y'all, we should get these three comparisons. And as y'all can see, together we were able to create one of the best and first ever inside the arc Maestro build in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now down below, let me know your thoughts and opinion on this build. Did you make it exactly how I brought it to y'all, and what would you do to make it better? Now I'm really interested in moving forward to see what you guys think about this build. Now something everybody needs to take into consideration is buying your own boosts, as well as the attribute boost that you get from when you do activate your takeovers. Running with teammates that do have on certain badges, as well as equipping the elite or rise boosts from the affiliations. Not only that, but you also have gear to take into consideration. Now in all, the attributes that will be able to reach a 100 plus if you made it exactly how I brought it to y'all today is going to be the close shot, post control, mid-range shot, block, and stamina. Now I just want to say thank you to those of y'all who made it this far into the video. More so than anything, thank God for another day and another opportunity. And with all that being said, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. Now I'm going to continue to drop y'all the daily videos, so I would appreciate it the more of you who drop a comment down below, the more I'm going to go ahead and pump these bangers out. So with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.